Hello, 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 hello. Your soul mission starts with action. Your soul mission is not something that happens after 6 months period of contemplation, figuring out, creating the best possible plan. And then when you feel entirely ready, and then when there is no fear left, and then when there is no doubt or scarcity, you take your actions. And this is exactly what majority of people have it mixed out, and we're going to strengthen this out right now. I've been speaking with so many people if it is about their soul mission, and it will always goes down to them to a very crucial and big point on their journey. And that big crucial point on their journey is to realizing that those actions from that soul mission frequency already in action, already flowing, already in creation, that they have to start right now. Imagine yourself when you are waking up and you are already coding yourself for gratitude and love and overflowing with joy because you are expressing your soul mission, and you take actions from that place only inspired action, only in low frequency. And each time your frequency is a little bit wobbly, something changes, you have some old self thoughts and actions happening, you don't put them on the side, you dive right and you're doing inner work. And then you bring into the surface, into this 3D reality, the actions from that higher up level soul mission frequency. What do you think is going to happen? Let me know. Hi. Beautiful. My God, Terry. Hello. Let me know what's going to happen. Let me know what's going to happen in the comments when you are starting your every single day like that, and when you take those actions like that from this frequency. Let me know in the comments what's gonna happen. Now I have a scenario number 2 for you, which I've been observing that it's happening with so many people. And now the number 2 scenario is, no, I've got to feel right about those actions first. I've got to first be fully confident before I can take those actions. The person wakes up and they go into being wobbly in between the energy. I cannot take the action yet because I don't feel ready. It is too scary. It is too uncomfortable. And sometimes they perhaps take action, but they definitely do not take consistent, bold, brave, courageous, giant actions from the soul mission frequency. So we have scenario number 1. And we have scenario number 2. Now, majority of people, unfortunately, is practicing the scenario number 2, even if they hear over and over again the message like this one, that you've got to be in action-taking mode every single day. There is no waiting for being ready. There is no preparing yourself for that. You actually create confidence and you learn to move through the fear while you are taking your actions. And obviously, I totally and entirely understand when you are the stage of your journey where right now for you, action taking is only massive nervous system contraction and spasm. Okay, that's a nervous system dysregulation issue. That's not having support and having support maybe and not applying the guidance from that support into action. And that's purely low emotional intelligence, not being able to see which emotional state is taking over. And that's also something that is actually really easy to learn. Hello. Faida, Terry, you guys are so phenomenal. Let me know how is that landing for you. How is that message actually landing in your heart? And we're right now actually talking from a big on fire activated energy within my own soul mission, within my own third energy center, which energy moves into my fourth energy center, sets my soul and heart on fire, and then moves into my fifth energy center throat, where I allow myself and that soul mission and that divine guidance to flow through me, because there is far too many people out there sitting in doubt, sitting in contemplation, constantly swinging between high and low frequency, not anchoring themselves in their new self, not allowing themselves to receive the support that we all require to move into that another stage. Your soul mission starts with you taking actions. The actions doesn't come as a result of you being in your soul mission. You take actions to set your soul on fire. You take actions to fall in love with yourself before that is your internal norm. You take actions before you are ready. You take actions before anything makes sense. And especially you take actions before you know any result that they will bring you at all whatsoever. You take action because you are choosing to step into your soul mission. So I'm going to encourage you into maybe share with me in the comments, how is your action taking from your soul mission frequency, okay? And if you are at the stage, oh my God, I'm not taking any actions at all, I'm actually waiting for the soul mission to be revealed to me, there's nothing wrong with it. And let me reassure you, that soul mission will not be, I'm trying to like make myself a little bit more comfortable. Your soul mission is not something you need to wait for. This is this empowering frequency illusion I believed in myself in the past. I believe that if I will be a good girl, and if I will behave well, and if I will serve the humanity and serve other people and push myself more and more on the side, God will be so good to me that he will reveal what is my soul mission, that is gonna be looking like living on a deserted island with the one and eating coconuts and drinking coconut milk for breakfast, right? That had to change for me. It's gonna change that old belief. If for by any chance you're carrying in it, or some part of you is believing in it, let me reassure you that belief is gonna change when you will start expanding your awareness to the level of who and what is your higher power. When you will learn to see that energy, whatever you will call it, it's about the energy behind the name and what it can do for you, everything you want, need, and desire. The thing with that energy, let's call it universe, is that universe doesn't have a choice but respond to you from the frequency at your core you are operating from. So if the internal belief to the very core is, man, I love myself, man, like I went through hell and back and I have chosen to no longer revisit being the old me because it is more comfortable and more easy. I have chosen to go through the fire of uncomfortable while becoming the new version of me and gift myself the life I desire, and gift myself soul mission business that pays 5-figure months because I desired it. I chose to show up for myself in my morning meditation like I am already that 5-figure month version of Eliza, way before there was any money at all coming into my account from the source of my soul mission business. I chose to blindly follow my heart's and my soul's guidance above and beyond anything that made sense. And man, I do truly love myself and what I have in my heart to share with the world. Holy cow, buckle up and make sure you're opening your capacity, because it is a lot and it is only from the highest shelf. Okay? If I'm operating from that energy, tell me what's going to happen in my life. Tell me what's going to happen if I consistently show up in my life, in my relationships, in my soul mission business with this energy. Is the universe going to deliver to me something that is different? I don't think so. In fact, I know so. Why? Because it's delivering me my wildest, hardest desires. Why? Because this is the core energy inside of me that I operate from. That doesn't mean I'm perfect. It doesn't mean my relationship is perfect. It doesn't mean I am above and beyond anyone on anything. Not, but I'm definitely above and beyond survival I was in that was keeping me stuck. Okay? So how can you use what we have just shared for yourself to change things up like that? Yes, taking on fire, inspired actions is the key to move forward. The next steps always show up. Exactly, Terry. That's exactly what it is. This is just amazing. How can you start showing up for yourself, not as the current best version of you, but as the version of you that already has it all? That's where people get stuck. This level of consciousness I'm operating from right now is far beyond where I was a year ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, far beyond, right? But what got me here might not get me there. So if the divine invites me to fully and entirely up level my one-on-one containers, my group containers, create a mastermind of the absolutely highest frequency, I cannot think right now from this level of consciousness and take actions from this level of courage. It has to be from something that feels like, oh my God, this is so huge. Can I do it? Well, if I'm invited, I already know I am. So now it's like, what is that whole next level of Eliza feel like, look like, and most importantly, behave like? How can I right now start applying those actions from that level? And it's gonna feel scary. And if it doesn't feel scary, it means it is still not outside of my comfort zone. If it isn't with fear and shaking and excitement, it is still not from that level that I am being invited by the divine to step into. So this is how you know when you are acting and behaving right now from that highest next level of you that already wrote your book and published and made a tour all over UK, all over Europe, all over Australia, all over US and South America. We're talking about this level of you, not the level who is one day shows up and writes a page of the book and another one decides, no, I'm gonna take a week off. And there is nothing wrong if that's the case that you are operating from. But the thing is that if you truly desire next level results coming as a result of you operating from your soul mission business, all of your actions have to change right now. And it isn't about, okay, let me change the meditation. Okay, let me deepen my breath work. Okay, let me now journal for 3 hours a day instead of just 10 minutes. It's actually not about extending your, let's say, the best possible morning routine. It's actually about shortening it. So in a shorter and more potent way, in a shorter amount of time, you can right away jump into that frequency and act from that frequency. Let me know, guys, below if that makes sense. Post your favorite emoji in the comments if that is making sense to you, if that is actually landing. And if this is the thing you meant to hear today, post red heart in the chat. Post a red heart in the chat or say, yes, this is it. Yes. Okay, because this is your next level activation. Perhaps a week ago or a month ago, you spot on. Perhaps a week ago or a month ago, you asked divine, what's going on? Why I don't see results in my life that I know I came here to create in this chapter. Perhaps you ask your heart, show me the way, show me the path, tell me how to level up, tell me how to open up for what I desire. And this video, the frequency that it's coming from, the fire that it's coming from could be exactly it. Guys, did you notice I had all of the issues in all of the previous recordings I did for Soul Mission Move, issues with the heating, with the mic and everything. I changed into this, upgraded into those. I went from that super expensive, fancy mic into this, which apparently the sound quality is better than ever before. I'm operating from this fire and there is nothing on the way. There is nothing on the way. Why? Because nothing could stop me today. Even if all day today I did one-on-one session after session after session after session, and then went on 2.5 mile walk with a baby, with my boobas through the desert. Nothing can stop me from acting on the divine guidance and download that I'm receiving. And if that's the case, I'm in my own way. And if that's the case, I'm in my own way. And that's no longer the version of me I desire to operate from. Why? Because I looked at the shadow side of me so lovingly, so carefully, so deeply. And I was able to learn where is the false sense of security that I take pleasure from by being the old self. How much more comfortable and easier it is to choose the old me, even if I'm totally squeezed by the suffering. The number one reason why people are stuck and stay stuck, because they keep on re-choosing the comfortable sensation, the comfortable choice, the comfortable low frequency way of being. The discomfort of moving through fear, through pain, through uncomfortability, the discomfort of that is far too much for so many people. And the funny thing is that they think, oh, okay, never mind. Well, I'm just not going to do it in this life. But then there is another. And you're going to be facing exactly the same stuff in your next life. And it's going to feel heavier. And if not next life, there is a next life, and next life, and next life. And if not this galaxy, there is another. And if not this whole multiverse, then there is another. You're not going anywhere. You are not going anywhere. There is no running away from yourself, from what you feel, for what you came here to experience, to expand your soul. What is your soul mission? Put it in the chat, put it in the comments. What is your soul mission? I see you showing up for yourself every day. I see you choosing to be in your heart, in compassion, in love, over the old way of being. I see you shining the light into this world. I see you choosing the discomfort of being the light for this world. But I want you also to see yourself much deeper, in a wholeness frequency that has more than enough space to see shadow and light that is within you and all around you and everything in between, and still choose to operate from your highest light while you are observing your own shadow circling within you, all around you, losing its power while you're doing so. So I'm going to invite you into courageously choose what is the bravest action I can think of right now that I can take on my soul mission. Because your soul mission is not something you wait for or you search for. You are choosing by taking actions to move. That's why this whole movement, that's why this Facebook group, that's why all of this is called Soul Mission Move. Because just like a water and money, it doesn't go anywhere to anyone without the consistent move. And the deeper is your riverbed, which is your level of awareness, what drives you in this moment right now, which level of frequency, the more of that water can flow through you, the more of the money in the same time. Do you desire to be paid in abundance for being you just because you are expressing your true soul mission, because you're expressing your true soul colors? Then you better go all in. And by all in, I mean far beyond what you ever did so far internally. That doesn't mean you're doing something not enough. It just means that if you don't see in your outside world the results that you desire, you are invited to go deeper. You are invited to be more in what you are doing. It isn't necessarily about doing more, it's about being more of you, the authentic, badass, frisky, sassy, magnificent you in all you do, and less the way we have been molded to be in all of the aspects of your life. Private life, the way you are with animals, the way you are with your lover, the way you are touching yourself, the way you are in your soul mission, the way you are in the shop, the way you are showing up in your social media or not. It has to be unapologetically unique, highest level of you. And you've got to be in your actions every single day, watching yourself and your old self. Where am I resenting others? How do I try to control the outcome? How do I try to minimize the amount of fear I step into? How do I try to protect myself from feeling less safe? Because when you are stepping into that higher frequency, it's gonna feel uncomfortable. It's not gonna feel safe. It's not gonna feel easy. It is not gonna feel at ease and comfortable and sweet and gorgeous. That's when you hold on to excitement. That's when you feel the fear and do it anyway. And that's how you take consistently those actions, especially when there is a fear flowing through your body. That's how you get the results. That's how you get to paid in abundance for being you. For being you, the authentic, highest version of you. The highest version of you is the you that observes the shadow and your light. You have your both eyes on both within you and around you. How that shows up in relationships, how that shows up when the bill is due, how that shows up when your one-on-one client all of a sudden no longer wants to take actions, how that shows up when your other one-on-one client just levels up with you 10 stories up in 1 week, and all of it together. Is that ego that kicks in and takes over? Is that a resentment towards something or someone? Who do you need to forgive today? And by who, I mean everyone from all times, dimensions, and realities. And it is all your inner job that cleanses and purifies your soul and your heart and your body. And that has nothing to do with perfection and everything to do with your heightened, expanded awareness. And if you are here with me, it's not a coincidence. I appreciate you so much and so deeply. So much gratitude for all of you being here with me together. How phenomenal is that? To have a beautiful process of you digesting this information, just like food. We don't want to just put it down and then spit it out. We want to take it in and have our body, our soul, our heart actually dissect, digest all of the particles, takes what's for us, takes maybe put on the side what it isn't for us. In this same way, I'm encouraging you to process this content fully and entirely. Take notes, journal this out. How can you lead yourself higher, especially if you desire to lead others? How can you lead yourself higher than ever before? How can you take this content and this information into a whole another level? The level that brings you the results you desire, or far beyond this level, if that's not been the case so far. And you are experiencing amazing results in your life, and you are here because you desire more, because you desire deeper, I'm going to encourage you to post in the comments for yourself and other souls on this planet who will watch this video the biggest takeout you're taking from it. And on Saturday, we are starting the one. I'm absolutely beyond excited to lead this phenomenal 3-week master hybrid experience. It's going to take you into a whole another level of experiencing your relationships and allowing yourself to have soul-mate humans in your soul mission business as your clients, as your partners on this beautiful mission. It's going to lead you into manifesting your specific person if this is what you desire. And it's going to lead you into healings, deep fundamental healings in your family relations based on how you are relating to yourself. And we will be going through a full on anchoring in your body of the new you experience. We will use nervous system regulation in a whole new way on another level. I'm just so excited. We are going to use emotional intelligence. We are going to use an aspect of coaching and mentorship inside of the group environment. And I'm beyond excited to teach you how I went from being single for 8 years, suffering from loneliness, closed from receiving what I desired, into creating the relationships beyond my wildest dreams. I have relationships in Scotland that not only survived me moving across Atlantic, but they got even stronger. I have the best soul love relationship I could ever imagine. We're just married for 2 years, and I love to support others in up-leveling their relationship where they feel seen, loved, respected, and just like a queen. If you would like to join, send me a private message, the one, and I will send you the link to register. We're starting on Saturday for 3 weeks. And you can also go into my Instagram stories. Maybe you will there find the link or on the top of my page. Thank you for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. And I cannot wait to read your takeaways from the comments section.